Hello everyone, let's check out today's Daily Dominion. So we've got Empires, Trashing in Temple, Draw with Encampment, Archive, sort of with Patrician, also with Settlers Bustling Village. Crown Capital is on the board. That gives a lot of money. Farmers Market can also generate a lot of money if you have the actions. We have Castles and Chariot Race. A lot of stuff. Oh, and Triumph. There's a lot of stuff going on here. Banquet. 2 coppers and a non-victory. So there's a lot of points available. I'm certainly going to get thin. Plus buy comes from Farmers Market Capital. The encampment plunder thing is always an interesting interaction, and I think I overvalue the pair, encampment and plunder. So I'm not sure how much weight I want to put on that, especially when there's a lot of other points available. Castles are also another pile that I'm not super experienced or comfortable with. A lot of times I end up just ignoring them, which sometimes is the right move, but sometimes that's a huge source of points for the other player. So I'm definitely going to be opening with a temple, and then should I get a silver or a chariot race? Probably silver. Getting an archive will be very good. Archive gives you so much flexibility with your turns. Lets you dig pretty deep into your deck. What about a banquet? Is there any sense in me getting a banquet? Because that would let me get the archive right away. I'm trashing with temple. I don't know if I want to mix those extra coppers in so quickly. So maybe I do something like temple silver, and then depending on my next shuffle, if I don't hit 5, maybe I can tank a banquet for an archive. There's also something to be said about temple encampment. You lose the encampment, but there's no risk of collision, and if anything, it could help you trash more stuff with the temple. But the money, the permanent money, the silver money is going to be useful here. I think I'll do temple silver, because even if I end up with only 2, there's I'm happy to have any of these in my deck. I think long term, the Patrician will probably be better. So I'll do temple silver. I don't have any mid-turn gainers. They banquet for an archive, yeah, so I was thinking of doing that, but so they're almost certainly going to grab a temple here, right? Or are they? No, Banquet Triumph is another big points generator. If you have a lot of buys, and if you can handle the extra coppers, it's possible that what they're doing is really racing for the archives. I think I'm still going to stick with my silver plan. Try and get clean. Okay, so this isn't not bad. I'm happy to do this. So the Patrician is useless for me now, but I'm hoping to have a good number of 5s mixed in later. The Settlers will be good for me now, but almost useless later. And encampment is useful once. What do I have down here? 5 coppers and 2 estates. So my next turn is probably not, I might be doing the banquet archive thing next turn. I think in order to speed up, in order to try and hit 5 properly, I think I'm going to go with the settlers right now. It's like, is there any way for me to discard coppers? No, not yet. So maybe they take an encampment. Yeah. This might be. I do not want to let the AI get a huge lead on the archives, so maybe I take one here with a banquet. Even if I have to like banquet a couple of times for tons of archives, the archives are basically, they're like temporary trashing and moderate delayed draw. I think I'm going to do this and hope that I can just manage. They've taken an encampment, they trashed estate and copper. Okay, might be able to just buy an archive here. Yep. Well, my next turn is going to be, I have copper, 2 estates, and temple. Oh, but I have the archive, so I'll have an extra copper. I think this is an archive. Oh, and I've also taken extra. I forgot I've taken extra coppers from the banquet. I think this should be another archive. Or am I working up to a capital at some point pretty soon? I think I want to get rid of some of those estates first. And then I want to get rid of more of my junk, and then we'll start going for plus buy stuff. This should be encampment again, right? Played my temple twice, so I've trashed 2 coppers and 2 estates. But I've gained back those 2 coppers, so I still have 7 coppers. So down here, what is that? It's an archive, 4 coppers, and silver. So I'll have a lot of money next turn. I need to start working in plus buy very soon. Yeah, I feel like I kind of have better control of the deck than I thought I would. I need, proper village, though. Crown can do that for us. I think I'm going to take a patrician with the, the expectation. I hope to be loaded with a decent number of 5s that the patrician can draw. I'm going to work in a crown eventually, so I have village effect either on patrician or archive. I don't really like crowning archive. And then if I add farmer's market for plus buy or even capitals, then hopefully we'll be sort of like off to the races. So 2 encampments for them, but they still don't have a way of holding on to them. So I think I'm going to take the copper here. I would rather trash the estate with the temple down there, so I don't want the patrician to risk trashing it. And this is going to be a big points game, so I'm not worried about the temple points there. I think I'm going to take a crown. You know, at this point that might actually help. If I can crown the temple, for example, get rid of more coppers, that's okay. Then once I have the crown, I can take a farmer's market because I'll have village effect. I could throw in a capital for huge gains. So I'm taking the estate here off the archive. Chariot race encampment. Do I want to hold on to money here? If I throw in a capital right now, throwing a capital right now, there's no guarantee I draw it exactly. Down there I have crown, patrician, and probably another copper. Oh no, patrician's in here. So I definitely have the village effect. So maybe I just take the farmer's market. We've got the points from temple. I'm not too worried about that. Okay, if I crown the patrician, there's a good chance that I get my temple. If I crown farmer's market, I'm getting 4 coin and the points. Which means I'd have to buy back the farmer's market. I feel like I'm kind of controlled enough. I feel like these archives, one of them is going to get thrown back in the shuffle soon. So what could I throw in here that would be good now? Another crown. How much money do I have? 9. Okay. 11 money. 2 buys. These points might disappear. Crown capital I could do now. If I add another terminal, I'm going to need more village. That's a crown. I could do encampment gold. I think this will be crown capital. And then next turn, we should have a lot of money, a lot of buys, and we can kind of really up what we're doing. So here, I'm afraid I need to do Crown Archive. They bought another farmer's market. I guess, like, they know. So probably want farmer's market for buy. Although I still have the capital for buy. And this is unfortunate. I was hoping to see. I actually think I need to take patrician in case I don't draw crown capital together. Yeah, and they're colliding. That's too bad. So 9 money, but then I'm saddled with debt. Could be, now it could be encampment gold. The gold will help pay that debt off faster. Okay. So now I'll take the crown. So I know I have capital here on top. I'm going to crown the capital for sure, but then I won't have village effect. So I'll want to temple something, and I won't be able to play this farmer's market. Okay. Encampment to plunder. I know I've got an encampment down there. Again, like I'm a sucker for encampments and plunders. It always seemed like free points to me. You know, that would leave me with, I'd have 2 encampments. Encampments aren't even the most important thing here, but I want to, if I get more plunders than my opponent, how much, I haven't been paying attention to what they're doing. They're still not really having big turns, I don't think. They don't have archives in play, so maybe this will be a good time to go for it. And hope that I can win more plunders next turn. Oh, I forgot about the debt. That's okay. Okay, I'll take you. I'll take you. And what could be drawn? The only 5 cost that I've plunders. Yeah, the patrician's very likely to draw something here. Cool. What am I crowning? The encampment? What do I have down there? There's another encampment. I think crown capital or even crown farmers. I don't want a crown farmers market, then I lose it. Of course, if I crown the encampment, I'll draw a lot more money. Farmers market and capital will give me a lot of buys. Yeah, I don't know if this is exactly right, but hey, there we go. There we go. So I've lost my farmer's market. So I have fewer buys now, unless I start crowning one. I only have one archive incoming. I feel like I want to add another archive. What about plunder, patrician? Or, you know, my patricians are getting to the point where it's very likely they'll draw. What about double plunder patrician? And then I'll have to do a crown capital next time if I want more buys. Yeah, again, I don't know if this is like the safest thing to do. I feel like I should be playing for triumph points. Oh, they've just returned their encampments. It would be convenient if I could nab those. Okay, patrician. Yep. Okay, not the strongest turn here. So this is probably just encampment. Do I have all the plunders, or do I only have 4 of them? They bought 1 plunder. Yeah, this is just going to be encampment, and hopefully we really explode next turn. I'm going to start with archive here. That's too bad. I wanted to crown capital. I still can, right? What is it worth taking here? I don't know. So I got tons of village stuff going on, but crown capital, more crown capital would be fun. I've lost my farmer's market a little while ago. Gotta watch out for piles here. Crown capital, and why not another crown, right? It's going to do a little bit of everything. My temple's not doing much anymore. Like I feel like my deck control is about good enough that trashing isn't the biggest deal. Piles aren't dangerously low yet, although they can. I want to keep the temple around though, because I'm probably going to eventually go for triumph stuff. I feel like this may as well just be another crown, because it can essentially morph into anything. They've gained 2 farmers market. They're really going for those farmers market points. So I think this should be a crown. And I think I will crown the archive because I really need to dig into make sure that I can actually kick this turn off. So I think I should take a crown here. And definitely the encampment. Okay. So I have 22 money after paying off the debt. There's no point keeping that around, right? I have a temple under here somewhere. Yep. I feel like I still need more plus buy. There's a capital sitting down in here too somewhere, isn't there? So how about if I do like, I could score a lot of points here by doing, say, double banquet on crown capital and then a triumph. So that would add 4 coppers to my deck, which isn't too bad. My draw is like, although maybe I do a crown archive just to handle a little bit of that draw, the extra coppers, I mean. My temple will be able to trash a copper and an estate. And as long as I don't completely drown in these coppers myself, should I be worried about castles? I don't know. Like, I feel like triumph is a bigger points generator here. Yeah, double banquet. I'll go crown archive and a triumph. That costs me 11 essentially, and then I have to pay off debt. I won't be in debt. Okay, well, here are my coppers making me regret my choices. So that's easy. I'm definitely taking this patrician. I'm going to crown the patrician. And hopefully you can draw on. And I think I'll take the temple to start getting rid of the coppers. Yep, that's unfortunate. It's not too bad. Well, it's bad. All of my encampments are down there. Am I crowning the temple or am I crowning the capital? Well, these coppers are not going to be a problem for my next turn. I'm crowning the capital because I need buys. I kind of want to get rid of this silver too. Like, it's not generating a huge amount of money. It's just getting in the way. So where are the piles at? They're actually getting kind of low. Farmers markets and crowns. Part of me wants to do something similar to last time because I drew most of those extra coppers in this turn. So my next turn should be pretty strong. I do not want to open up a pile out for them. Could even take the temple points, and the extra temple can trash more. I'll have an extra estate to trash, more coppers to trash. So what about something like Banquet Archive, Banquet Temple, Triumph? I kind of want to lay off the banquets for a while now until those coppers get cleaned up. I have a fairly comfortable points lead. Let's see what happens on this turn for the AI, but I have a fairly comfortable points lead that it's not the biggest points lead, but ooh, and an Emporium opens up here. Okay, archive or encampment? I wish I knew what was down there. If I knew how to crown down there, I would archive and maybe crown the encampment. Well, this is okay too. Crown encampment. Let's maybe patrician first and see what we get. Oh wow, this is a lot of money. I think we can just end it here, right? If I just crown double capital, I can empty encampments and farmers markets. I mean, I probably don't even need to do that, right? If I want to maximize points here, whatever, doesn't matter. Let's do this the fun way though. Quadruple Banquet Triumph. Oh, what am I saying? What am I saying? That's only 2 piles. Oh, sheesh. Okay. Crisis averted. How many points does Emporium give again? 2 when you buy it? So I could get like all 5 of these. That's another 10 points. It leaves a pile out for them, but leaves a pile out for them, but at a huge point deficit. I'm tempted. I hope that doesn't come back to bite me. My next turn doesn't look like it's going to be very good. I can't remember what's under this archive. I'll probably have to take that encampment. Ooh. Okay, this is looking really close to... Oh, but I don't have any money. I think I should crown the patrician. I don't want to put this encampment back in the pile. Great. If I archive, if I can pick up a crown, Don't care about this temple. Really, all I need at this point is enough money and plus buy. Just find a capital. Come on. I literally just need to find one capital. There we go. Fun. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure someone better than me could do this in a lot faster. I think 18 turns was super long for this. But in some ways, I never felt terribly unsafe because there are so many extra ways of getting points here. I just wanted to make sure I didn't give the AI the opportunity to pile out when they were close in points or leading. I don't know if maybe there's some other tricks that I didn't see also, like some other interactions with, we didn't touch the settlers bustling village pile. I feel like the castles are just a little bit too slow here, given how much extra, like the gains are not massive. Again, a better player, I'm sure, could get something like 10, 12 gains in a kingdom like this between farmers markets and capitals. So I feel like the castles were a little bit too slow to go for with the style that I went with here. I never had more than 5 or 6 buys, and that wasn't until much later in the game. In the early and mid game, when I was limited to 2 or 3 gains, I feel like putting the castles in the deck would have been slow and dangerous. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see if other people go for big castle scoring. Another reason, the scoring with the castles, I feel like is outpaced here by, plunders, triumph. All of my points essentially came from tokens here, and this is a lot more points than you ever score with castles. So, yeah, cool. Thanks for watching.